Ooh. I'm out here today on the Harris chain, and we're going to be targeting giant bluegill. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys how I drive around using my electronics to find these giant bluegill beds and how to catch them and put them in the boat. Super simple, it's a ton of fun, and I just can't wait to do this. Stay tuned. What I'm doing is I'm just driving down the shoreline of one of my local lakes, and I'm staying between 4 feet of water and 10 feet of water because that's what I've noticed. These bluegill out here on this specific body of water, they like to stay in that range. And I'm just cruising down the shoreline looking at my side imaging, you know, also trying to graph out anything else I can see for future bass fishing endeavors. And when I come up upon some bluegill beds, I'm going to show you guys what they look like. So what I did here is I've located the bluegill beds. And if you notice, I have a bunch of different waypoints all the way around them because it's a lot of them. I'm about to drive over them here shortly. But what I did was try to hit all the ones that are on the outside and kind of make a circle for myself so I can be able to position my boat in the middle of all those waypoints, and I can just fan cast around the boat to be able to see to be able to hit, you know, all the random bluegill beds. Here's a little small one coming up here. There's a couple more coming up here. We're not into the thick of them yet. I'm about to come into the really juicy part of it. But like I said, what I'll do is I'll set myself up in the middle of all those waypoints, so I'm able to fan cast around and just pick off, you know, all these little delicious creatures. Some more right there. Let's get into the thick of it here. A couple more right there. What I try to do is drive around until I find a mass amount of them because it makes it a lot easier to catch them instead of trying to pinpoint them little ones. All right, here we go. We're coming over the bigger stuff here. There's a really big one here, but I didn't get a good return on it that time. But you can see it as it's closer to the boat and I'm going straighter. Look at all them. And all those little dimples and holes you see all have a fish on them. Tons of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the boat back around, reposition us, and we're going to set up and start casting. Look, we got a pot of stripers right there over the top of them. Maybe we'll catch a few of those too. Because I turn my unit around so I can see it from when I'm standing on the front of the boat. And what I'll do is I'll position the boat in the middle of all those waypoints, and I'll try to keep myself in that one position so I can capitalize on as many beds at once. All right, guys, now for the fun part. What I'm using here is 4-pound test, double split shots, and a tiny little gold hook. All I'm doing is taking a wiggler, breaking them in half, and I'm threading it on the hook. Well, if he's super small, I use a whole one. And what I do is I literally, just like a plastic worm, is I'll thread this thing on the hook. That one broke in half. Hold on. Just like that. There we go. Absolute slab. Oh, he broke me off. Oh no, he spit my hook. That's the one we need. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That right there is what you call a slab bluegill. Slab. I mean, those are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Florida. It don't get no better and no simpler. There she blows. Dogging me. Folks, this is so much fun. I can't even tell you. Oh, she came off. She came off. They are absolute giants down there. Easiest bluegill fishing I've ever done. Every single one on them holes is just a giant. big one. Ooh, ooh, man, this one is just absolutely huge. No, 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 no. Come here. Look at that. Look at them peeing. That's how you know they're on that bed, them beds. Look at that thing. I mean, that is a saucer. They are just cool little creatures, and they are delicious. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Fish abuse. That sun gun just flipped its way all the way up underneath my hot. Alright guys, that's basically it. I could sit here and show you all day. It's basically the same thing over and over again. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll put more videos up sooner in the near future. I've been slacking. Peace out.